Hmm. Asia got this robe for me for Christmas last year, I think. The pips here indicate captain. I'm the captain of my ship, the king of this castle. I make it go. I'm just wondering how you did it. I didn't make it easy. I couldn't have. I was I was entitled, spoiled. I remember you came to me once. I had to be like 20 and told me that you wanted me to pay $200 a month towards rent. But you were going to keep that money for me so when I moved out, I'd have some money to go out on my own. And I couldn't bring myself to give you that. It seemed ridiculous to me to hand you money for my room. You know, I hear it now. The words come out now, and it's ridiculous. And oh, how ridiculous you must have thought I was. I get that now. It was very important to me that when raising Kari, that I didn't hide things from him. See, I needed him to know that the struggle was real. That I'm not just not getting you things because I don't want you to have things. Sometimes it's just beyond my doing, and I needed to express that to him, and he understood that. He grew up knowing that, and I think because of that he is a better person. But that wasn't the case with you, was it? You didn't do that with me. I never knew, like, you just held it together. And you allowed me to be as oblivious as I needed to be. And I don't get how you did it. I don't. Sometimes I'm posed with questions that I don't immediately have the answer to, but the pips on the collar mean everybody's waiting for an answer. And that answer has to come from me. And I find myself worrying that the call I make won't be the best one for all involved. See, I try to think long term, and it doesn't always work out for me. So I'm asking you how you did it. And you did it with far less resources than I have. Like, push come to shove, if I needed Asia to go to work, she'd drop out of school today and go back to the job she hated if she thought it would help keep us afloat. Kari would stop what he was doing right now and he would go get a job flipping burgers at McDonald's if he thought it would help. You didn't have that sort of support system. At least not from me. Like, I certainly wasn't a bigger help as I should have been. And it's funny, it's when you're down, you try to find reasons to stay down, and you kick yourself while you're down. Not to say that I'm necessarily down, but now, for the first time, I'm asking myself, how much of what happened to you did I contribute to? Did I stress you out? Was knowing that I wasn't making the best decisions, knowing that your firstborn son was somewhere in a homeless shelter because of poor choices, did that do something to you? Did you feel like you had failed? Hope not. I can look back at it now, and even though at the time I was pissed at you. Oh my god, I was pissed. But now, 42 years old, closer to 43, and I realize why you did what you did. I realize why it had to be done. I get it. But was my actions, did that contribute to what happened? I don't know. I'm not gonna beat myself up over what ifs. You taught me that. I don't do what ifs. I deal with what is. And what is that there's 4 pips on my collar. I have a family who lives by the credo of the show that you introduced me to when I had no idea what a Starfleet was. I sat in your lap in the late 70s and watched a TV show with you, that big, ugly, big booty TV we had, and that ridiculously big greenhouse that never really quite got warm. And it was your favorite show, and you was like, hey, this is how people should be. And I took that to heart. And here I am now, 40 some odd years later, with pips on my collar. Now I'm doing it. And I can't deal with what if. I can't be concerned about things that I have no control over. What I can be concerned about is right now, making choices for my wife. You see my wife back there? There she is. It's the love of my life. I'm married to the love of my life. But you know that, don't you? I don't know if this is an apology to you or a plea for help from you or a little bit of both. I'd love to know how you did it. How you managed to juggle a professional life and a personal life. How in a time where people were not nearly as tolerant about things they didn't understand as the people in the world are now, how you were able to say, I am going to follow my heart. This is the woman I love. Damn what everybody else thinks. I am going to do everything in my power to get her here. And damn, man, to your credit, you did that. And when you did, I gave you shit for it. And I feel terrible about that because you fast forward not even a few years after that, and I was running across the country for a girl I met on the internet who turned out to be underage. Like, holy shit. But here I am, and there she is. I married her. There she is. I married her. Like, sorry it took me so long to learn what you were trying to teach me. I'm sorry that I didn't appreciate the style of parenting that you had. You were a slick captain. You were suave about your shit, and you knew it. But you let me learn it in my own way. And looking back on it, I can't see that I would do anything differently. Because I like who I am now. I appreciate the man that I've become, and I give the credit to you, while other people would go, oh, praise to God, or, oh, because of my church family. No, I am who I am because you allowed me to stumble and fall. And if stumbling and falling meant I landed on my ass, or I was addicted to Vicodin, or I was in a homeless shelter, or I'm running across the country to be with a girl who I ain't had no business talking to on the internet, you let me do that. It was pass or fail on my own merit, and you let me do that. And that's the way I try to teach Kari. Kari's in there now with his girlfriend, and whether or not my opinion on that is positive or negative has no bearing on the situation whatsoever. Your grandson is happy. He has found somebody and committed himself, and he is happy. My opinion on that is that I'm happy that my son is happy. I'm happy that your grandson is happy. And that's the extent of it. It wouldn't matter to me if it was a 6'4" man in there. Wouldn't matter to me if it was a little Puerto Rican chick. Makes no difference. Whoever's in there making my son happy is more than welcome. And that had to be how you felt when I snuck Janelle in the house. It had to be. That had to be the way you felt when not only did I have some really whiny chick that shouldn't have been there. You let my friend sleep on the couch too. Simultaneously. There were more of my people in the house than there was more of our family in the house. But I was happy and you let it go because it made me happy. And you knew it wouldn't work. You knew it was destined to fail. You knew it would fall apart. But you had to let me see that. Damn, I get it now. Oh, shit, I get it now. Man, I wish I had a hat on so I could tip it to you. You did good. I didn't mean for this to go so long, but I'll leave you with this. 4 pips on my collar. And I remember one day my wife asked me very specifically when I would accept a promotion. When will you be an admiral? And I thought maybe, we'll have kids and maybe then I'll be an admiral. Now, that is reserved for you, sir. I do not want to do anything that will remove me from the bridge of my ship. My place is here with these people. And the trials and tribulations that I went through in my life that you allowed me to slip and fall and stumble and hurt myself allowed me to have these. And when I'm ready for more, I'll have more. But until then, that is an honor reserved for you, sir. I love you.